Stop. Don't study English the way you're studying right now. Seriously, just stop. Because in 2026, the method you're using is completely dead. I'm talking about grammar books, those endless vocabulary lists, memorizing rules. Let's be real, if those things actually worked, you'd already be fluent by now. But you're not lazy, you're not dumb. You're just using a 2010 system in a 2026 world. Today, I am going to show you exactly how smart learners study English in 2026. We're re-talking about a method without stress, without boring textbooks, and most importantly, without sounding like a robot. Are you ready for the uncomfortable truth? Most people don't fail at learning English because they're bad at languages. They fail because they study English, not life. Think about this for a second. You don't learn to speak English just to pass exams, do you? No, you speak English to think, to react, to connect, to live. But what do schools teach us? They teach rules before meaning. They demand accuracy before confidence. They enforce silence before speaking. In 2026, this whole approach is completely backward. Just look at how children learn. They don't start with grammar charts. They listen, they hear, they repeat, they copy, and they use language to survive and get what they want. It's natural, so if you want real, functional English, you have to learn like a human, not like a student sitting in a dusty classroom. So, if you're doing any of these things, I need you to stop. Stop today. Stop memorizing 50 new words a day that you'll forget by next week. Stop studying grammar for hours without ever opening your mouth to speak. Stop passively watching English videos without repeating what you hear. And please stop waiting to feel ready to speak. That day will never come. Here's the secret for 2026. English is not knowledge, it's a skill. And skills only grow through use, not just study. You don't learn to swim by reading a book about swimming, right? You have to get in the water. You have to move your arms and kick your legs. It's the same with English. You have to use it. So here is the only system you need in 2026. It's simple, effective, and it actually works. First, every single day, you need to listen to real English. I'm talking about things you can find on YouTube, like stories or vlogs, simple podcasts, daily conversations. I'm not talking about complex movies with fast dialogue. I'm not talking about the news. And definitely not fast-talking native speakers that leave you feeling lost. The key is to choose content that is easy and, most importantly, interesting to you. This one shift changes everything. Next, you need to shadow. This is so powerful. Play one sentence from that easy and interesting content you found. Then pause the video and repeat the sentence out loud. I mean it, with your mouth, not just in your head. It doesn't matter if you sound stupid at first. It doesn't matter if your accent is bad. Your accent will improve with time and practice. But silence. Silence never improves. And listen, 10 to 15 minutes a day of this is more than enough. You don't need to spend hours. If you understand about 60 to 80% of what you're hearing, you've found the perfect material. You are in the sweet spot for learning. Now, let's talk about mindset. In 2026, smart learners have a completely different focus. They don't ask, "What tense is this?" or "Why is this grammar rule being used here?" Instead, they ask a much more practical question. How do people actually say this? They focus on the chunks of language, the phrases that people use every day without thinking. For example, phrases like, "I'm thinking about it," "Let me check," "That makes sense." These are ready-made sentences. Your job is to collect them like you're collecting valuable gems. Hear them, repeat them, and then use them in your own speaking. When you start doing this, you'll be amazed. The grammar will start to appear automatically, naturally, without you having to stress over it. You absorb the patterns through context, just like you did with your native language. And that brings us to the final, crucial step: daily output. You have to speak every day. You might be thinking, "But I don't have a partner to practice with." No partner, no problem. Talk to yourself. I'm serious. Every day, just speak for 3 minutes about your day. What did you do today? What are you thinking about right now? What are your plans for tomorrow? And here's a pro tip. Record yourself on your phone. Don't listen back to correct every single mistake. That's not the point. The goal is to just keep talking, to build the habit of speaking, to create flow. Fluency comes from flow, not from perfection. Perfection is the enemy of progress. If you follow this simple routine for just 30 days, I promise you, your English will transform. Imagine this daily routine. It only takes about 30 minutes. 10 minutes of listening to something easy and interesting. 10 minutes of shadowing, repeating what you hear. 5 minutes of collecting those useful, ready-made sentences. And 5 minutes of speaking, just talking to yourself about anything. That's it. No stress, no information overload. And most importantly, no quitting because it feels too hard. Consistency beats motivation every single time. It's not about one heroic 5-hour study session. It's about the small, consistent actions you take every single day. Let me be completely honest with you. The world of 2026 doesn't reward people who study the most. It rewards people who can learn and use skills faster. It rewards action. English is not your enemy. Your real enemy is fear. The fear of making mistakes. The fear of sounding stupid. The fear of not being perfect. You need to start speaking before you feel ready. You need to start repeating sentences before you understand every single word. You need to start today. Because a year from now, you will look back and wish you had started now. Think of all the progress you could have made. So, if this new way of thinking about learning English helped you, do me a favor and like this video. It tells YouTube that this is valuable content and helps other learners just like you find it. And subscribe for more tips on learning real English, not school English. Finally, go down to the comments and write, I start today. Make that public commitment to yourself. Let's do this together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.